So you mentioned the Trade Center.
Yeah.
That had to be, a point in your life you'll never forget. Can you?
And in some cases, I'll never remember. And,
Yeah.
and I'm not being facetious. As best I could figure out, there's 2 20-minute periods that occurred that day that I can't recall. People told me what I did, and I don't recall it at all. That was the granddaddy of them all. And the ironic thing, and this is something that happens to me all the time, is when you're in those moments, people ask you if you're scared sometimes. You're not scared until afterwards. When you're focused on what you're doing,
Sure.
the danger almost is not even evident. Although I did have an airplane wheel basically fall about 10 feet away from me at one point that day. Those things are big, and they bounce really high. But the other thing was, bodies falling too at the same time. And, it was pretty crazy. I'm really fortunate. I got to the Trade Center just as the second plane hit. And you want to talk about helplessness. I'm number 3 or 4 in the NYPD at the time. I was the Deputy Commissioner of Operations. And as I got to the Trade Center, the second plane hit the South Tower, and there was a radio transmission that I'll just never forget, which was a police officer came on the radio and said, "Notify the military, we need air cover, we're under attack." And I'm sitting there looking at the radio like, I don't know how to notify the military. Yeah. How are we going to do this? So, long story short, is I sent up a command post. Mayor Giuliani came there. We actually brought him there. And eventually the South Tower fell on top of the building that we were in.
So it fell on top of the building that you were in?
Yeah. Yeah, so we got trapped in that building for probably 15 or 20 minutes trying to get out. And when we did get out, we got out in time to get caught in the second collapse.
Jeez.
So we all got separated. I was with Joe Esposito, who was the chief of department. He was pretty much my partner in the position that I held. And we went to City Hall Park, which was only about 100, 200 yards away from the World Trade Center, because it had a fence and it's a low-lying area that if planes were coming in, we were thinking that, with the big buildings around us, they wouldn't be able to hit there. And with the fence line, we figured that we had a defendable perimeter. We're thinking in military terms because the question was, what's next?
Sure.
Are there going to be guys coming up out of the subways with AK-47s or what? And really ironic moment when we heard planes, and we knew that all the planes in the country were grounded. So in a nanosecond, I had 3 thoughts. First one was, oh my God, more incoming. And then I looked up and I saw 2 F-16s going wingtip to wingtip up the Hudson River. And I had 2 more thoughts, which is, oh, thank God they're ours, to, oh my God, the military has protected New York City. And that was a seminal moment. That's a very strange feeling when you're in a position of leadership and you're kind of helpless all at the same time.
So were you there when the second tower got hit, or before the second tower was hit?
Right as it got hit, I arrived. I saw it. I saw the second plane hit the tower.